Good evening, and welcome to my Facebook Live video. As usual, I'm on a little bit early. I want to give some folks time to see the notification that I'm on, so they can hop on. So this is the 10. It's actually 7:48. No, 7:49. I lied. 7:49 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. Broadcasting live from Salem, Massachusetts, waiting for you to come on for our pre-show here, and I promised y'all I promised y'all a special announcement. Hi, Sherry. I promised y'all a special announcement, and so and I'm going to announce it. It's going to be probably near the end of the program, but I just wanted you to. I wanted to come on and talk about some other stuff first. Some stuff that's happened in the news today that's very important to things I've said in the past, some prophecy fulfillment, etc., and I want to kind of connect some of the dots for you. So we'll do that in this show as well. Hi, Jean. I see you. Romper, bumper, stomper, boom. And I see Robin. I know you by your profile pics now. It's pretty good. So you see, it'd actually be missed if you didn't watch. I would be missed. So I can see them pop up here. Oh, there's Marie. I see Marie. I knew your profile pic before your name came up. So anyhow, hi, Jean. So before, again, so the show starts at in 10 minutes, the show. I guess, you know what I'm going to call it? I think I'm going to call it, sorry, there was an earthquake just now. Did you see that? No, I'm just kidding. Jokingly, Prophet in a Pocket. Prophet in Your Pocket. That's my show name. Prophet in Your Pocket. A client of mine said, she said it jokingly, but it was just so funny, like Elf on a Shelf at Christmas. She's like, you're like the prophet in my pocket. That was good, so I'm going to run with it. Maybe that's what this will be called. Welcome to tonight's episode of Prophet in Your Pocket. So listen, if a certain somebody is watching, I have to do this. And if you know me by now, you know that I'm a bitch. If you've been watching enough videos and stuff. So this chick messaged me, and okay, so she messaged me sometime back. She actually, I'm not going to mention her name, obviously, for obvious reasons. So she mentioned me sometime. She mentioned, she chimed in on some videos a while ago, on a video I did back when. I forget which video it was, but she was asking, like, she was looking for a free reading, and she asked some questions, and then she tried participating a little, and she messaged me privately for a free reading, said she couldn't afford it. And I tried to work with her on price, whatever. So anyhow, so I sent her, and as usual, if I get to know you enough, if you watch my videos enough, or if I think I like you, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's a decent question. This person has, unlike this person doesn't have, this person looks like they have 2 or 3 brain cells that are struggling for control. But if you look like you have more than 3 brain cells that are struggling for control, I'll usually add you as a friend in my personal page. You'll get a friend request from me. So this chick got a friend request from me, and she sent me back, is this fake? Is this a fake? And I can imagine, because it was a scary, I changed my profile picture, but it was, at first, it's this really scary, diabolic profile picture. So I sent her a friend request. Mistake. And when was this? Can you use my reading now? Oh, and it's just, is this account fake above here, or is it your personal account? But at this time now, she had already blocked me, mind you. So I can't respond to anything. It says you can no longer respond to this. So she must have thought it was fake and blocked me. Okay, so here we go. Is this account fake above here, or is it your personal account? I'll friend you if it's you. Now, mind you, I'm already blocked. I cannot respond to this woman. Like it says, you cannot respond to this conversation. So I'm just watching this. Okay, so I'm watching her have a dialogue with her. I don't know if she's a Gemini. I don't know if she's schizophrenic, whatever. But it's amazing, the psychology here. Psychology, and learn this, people, when you're in a relationship. When somebody goes off radar or they're silent, you fill in the blanks with your shit. You fill in the blanks with your personal shit and your issues. Okay, so I'm going to read on to what she says. So she's emailing me, and I can't respond. Can we do the reading you said, $99 for an hour? Can we do it today? Why won't you answer? If you don't want to now, I'll understand, but you told me in previous replies you'd help me with the reading. Next message. Why won't you answer? I see that you're getting my messages, but never mind. I don't want your help if you go mute on me like this. Next message. I don't have time for frauds anyway. Anyway, I know my answers about family, friends, a man. I'm unfollowing. And again, these are coming through like I'm hearing my phone go, pa-ching, 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 and I can't respond, okay? I'm unfollowing. You gave me no feedback since 2 days ago, so I'm done trying. When I see that you've seen what I've said, you're a complete fraud and can't even talk now? Wow. Unbelievable. I'm so done listening to your broadcast and utter bull. Bye. Bitch, I will be surprised if you have a boyfriend and if you can ever hold down a relationship. Okay? Because if you're dating somebody, I mean, you might get a boyfriend for a night or two with that cleavage that you have in your profile pic. But if you date anybody long term and they like have to go on a trip or something, fucking, I pity them. I pity them. Their cell phone's going to be blowing up. Okay? What are you doing? Who are you with? Honey, you are the kind of client I detest. Okay? And I'm not mentioning your name. Okay? So I can say whatever I want about you. All right? You are the kind of client I detest. All right? You are the kind of lonely hag, all right, that would want a reading to know, if he's going to leave his wife for you and going to sleep with you and blah 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 blah. Okay? So whatever. I'm glad because I just watched and let you. I was fucking amused. I'm watching you. Write me, message me. Paching, 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 paching. Why won't you answer me? Honey, it's because of girls like you that I'm gay. Okay? All right? And, like I said, you might get a boyfriend for like a night or two because of your cleavage, but then you'll eventually wear in them. All right? So, I'm glad that it turned out the way it did. Everything happens for a reason, and I got to see your psyche today when you were messaging me. Paching, paching, paching. Okay? So you're clearly, mental. Anyway, so but that's not what this night's show is about. But so much has happened today, and I'm just I want to call so many people out today. You have no idea how many people I want to call out. Okay, so somebody, we haven't started the show yet. We have 4 more minutes. This is welcome to our new show. Jen, Eric, I need to be your best friend. So I say I have the special announcement, and I'm and so I don't want you all to be like, when I get to that special announcement, to be like, if I could put my kids to bed for this, it's going to be good. I'll make it good. Oh, I'm not calling you out. Why? There's no reason to call you out, Sherry. You're on the level. You're pretty normal. So anyways, we're just waiting again for when we want to talk about our topic. And I wasn't going to talk about this. I was just going to come on and make an announcement. I was going to come on and announce something, and which I think is worthy of a Facebook Live video, and it's going to take some explanation, and so help me. When I start this announcement, if you guys roll your eyes, oh, that's it, and you start I see you signing off and stuff, I'm going to be pissed, because this is special to me, all right, so... All right. And I try to get all I'm like, you know what? I'll wear my pentagram tonight. Not realizing that you never see it because I'm this is pillow talk here. So here, so I want to look all satanic and shit. So I got my pentagram on and I'm like, well, I can't see it anyway. Oh, well, anyway. So I'm not a flirt. Sherry, honey, nobody wants this. Believe me. But then again, you know what, hon? There is an ass for every saddle. And you would be surprised, okay, at the hot meat that this 400-pound bastard has got in his bed. All right? Just saying. I'll just leave it at that. There is an ass for every saddle. Okay? You didn't have to pay anything either. Um, okay, so I gotta be quiet today. You won't face the wrath of Eric. Don't worry. So, um, and so then somebody messaged me. How many minutes do we have? We have a minute, real quick. Somebody messaged me out of the blue. Somebody that another person who I would never ever down. Okay, lesson number one: don't face. Who I would never want to talk to again in life, and she messaged me out of the blue. Um, I don't know what she thinks has changed. Why I would ever want to talk to her again? It's just been quite a, ugh, you know. All right, it is 8 o'clock. Let's begin our show. Profit in a pocket, profit in your pocket, or something like that. We got to think of a name. That was the best I shouldn't say. I didn't even come up with that. I was cliented. It was like Alpha in a Shelf. Um, oh, Carol, thank you. You think I'm cute? Really? You want this? I might go straight for you. Um, so anyway, today's news. I put World War III on here, and some people think I'm like a sensationalist, and that I like that I guys. I cannot overstate this, and I'm not exaggerating. It's underway. It has begun. When I saw the news today, that for those of you that aren't caught up on the news, um, there was. I'm writing the post that I have an announcement to make tonight, and the news is on next to me, and I see that Saudi Arabia has been an oil field, a critical oil field in Saudi Arabia has been attacked by Yemeni rebels, and 50% of their oil production now has been cut. 50%. Saudi Arabia, oil. And I got this vibe of like Pearl Harbor, Sarajevo assassination, like what's out of World War One, the assassination of Sarajevo in Sarajevo, World War II, Pearl Harbor brought the U.S. in. But all the stuff began beforehand. Remember what I've been telling you about the planet Uranus in World War III? I said, we're going to be full swing. Like, we're talking full swing, nukes in the air, okay? Billions dead, okay? Think of Thanos snapping his fingers, okay? That's World War III. That's the death count, all right? So, by 2028, all right, I'm telling you now, this video will stand for all history. So I'll either look like the biggest fraud, okay, or you'll be like, I'll be the fucking prophet of our time, all right? So anyhow, talking nukes line, okay, 2028. Now, look at this. Let's compare it, because the planet Uranus, at every 84 years, we're in the middle of that war, when Uranus is on the ascendant of the United States. 1776, American Revolution. 1860, Civil War. 1944, World War II. And these are years we were in the middle of it. And then 2028. Okay, now what's 2028 going to be? It's going to be Civil War and World War. Civil War II and World War III. This country was founded for a very specific purpose. Now, this is not, look at, I'm going to sound like this nut job conspiracy theorist, but it's not a conspiracy when it's true. Do your research, do your homework, research this stuff. We were always, Washington, D.C. today, I just happened to, and it's amazing how news events coincide with what I'm studying. Washington, D.C. today, they strung up the streets with 51-star flags because they want to become a state now. The United States, sorry about that. The United States, let me just mute this out here for a second, guys. 1 second. Fangula. That was Italian for those of you that speak it. Okay. The United States was founded in 1776. They knew we were eventually going to have 52 states. What if I told you, and I'm telling you, that on July 4th, when all those Masons Now, you can call them whatever you want to call them. You can call them Masons. You can call them Illuminati. If they want to call themselves Illuminati now, you can call them the Mystics. You can call them whatever, the Bilderberg, whatever. These are the elite people that have run the world for millennia. Not just since the inception of the United States, but for millennia. Okay? And the idea of the mystics, these secret societies, which, believe it or not, I agree with, was that humans, you all, no offense, I love you, I'm just meaning society as a whole, and I mean, let's watch the fucking news. I mean, do you disagree with this or not? Cannot be trusted with your own future. And I mean, your individual future, yes, I've spoken on this before, but globally, humanity as a collective would destroy itself. Look at us. We're just we need ropes to keep us in line at the movie theater, okay? When birds shift direction like that altogether in flank, okay? So anyways, whatever, this is going to happen. It's happening. So this happened today. Now let's look at the time frame. Let me give you a comparative timetable. What if I told you that World War III actually started, the events that would domino effect and lead to World War III actually started on September 11th. Using the principle of cause and effect, okay, the Hermetic principle of cause and effect, the domino effect, the ripples that it's had, okay? What if I told you World War III actually started September 11th? You'd be like, well, but there's no war. It's been 18 years. All right. Did World War I ever end? Think about that. Was there ever an official end to World War I? Germany was left in shambles. Europe was in shambles. It was ripe for somebody like Hitler to come in. Okay? And so World War II ended in World War I ended in what, 1919? I think it was. Okay, so you figure Hitler invaded Poland in 1938, Austria in 1937, I think it was. So let's do the math. It's about 18 to 20 years. When was September 11th? Oh, we just had the anniversary. It was 18 years ago. So think of that as the tipping point. Okay, so think of that as like the ending of World War II. Look at the time frame, the timeline comparison. And then you have this today, with Saudi Arabia's oil field being into 50% of the oil supply of that nation cut off. And Trump is getting the military ready to attack Iran. What have we also learned from my past videos? Trump is the reincarnation of who? King Cyrus of Persia. What country is Persia? Iran. Trump is going to conquer Iran. He already did. It's done. It's written. It's written. This will not be avoided. Trump is going to conquer Iran. Trump is also going to conquer many other countries. Trump, Judgment, his last name, all right, the Tower card, 16, he announced from Trump Tower on June 16th in his running for presidency in 2016. All right, and the people with crowns are being overthrown. He's going to dominate. Donald means ruler of the world. He's the only person that's called the Donald, the ruler of the world. Trump is going to rule nations, not just the United States. So he's not only going to be a two-termer. I will go on record and bet more than 50%. He's going to be in there. He's going to be ruler. He's not going to be president. He's going to be ruler. Okay? You have a psyop within a psyop going on. This is all ordained. The world leaders know this shit. This is all planned. None of this is a surprise. This is all carefully choreographed and orchestrated for your, to win you over. Because with the advent of technology, with the accessibility we have, the accessibility we have to the internet, to historical records, to books, knowledge, everything that we have, we're getting smart. The public is getting more educated. Not because they were getting smarter. That's giving us too much credit. But the public's getting educated. And we're seeing this stuff. So if you have a mass populace that's starting to see through you, what do? If you have a mass populace that's going to see your power, your very obvious power grab, what do? You create something like QAnon, a psyop within a psyop. So that fringe element that you need to take over, that 3%, only 3% of, they said 3%, just the group of the 3%. If you've watched past videos, I can't actually explain it now, just the 3%. You're targeting that group. QAnon comes out as, where we go one, we go all. There's more that unites us than divides us. Mixing truth with lies, that's true. There's more that unites us than divides us. This country has a split down the middle. The lying media that we watch, okay, we are split 50-50. And QAnon is appealing. QAnon, make no mistake, is Trump's dog whistle, that came off as this, it's the Great Awakening. It's, we did it to get these 3% behind Trump because of what's coming, because of the civil war that's coming. This is also, they're playing 4D chess. And what's so amazing is that these QAnon folks, they're all fucking zealots. They're all nuts. They're all gun-toting evangelicals, most of them. I'm making generalizations, and as the French proverb goes, all generalizations are untrue, including this one. But, okay, so what would you do? If to take over the United States and to take over countries in the world, you need that 3%. That 3% that fights. Okay? Who does QAnon appeal to? The 3%. Started as we love all Americans, but very quickly switched to a very conservative, racist, xenophobic, nationalist, Christians-only organization. And prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Go through the posts of these people, this psyop. Okay? But it's also, you're making the 3% who would be in your way, you're winning them over with the psyop. So you're going to so the 3% is actually fighting for the very thing they think they're fighting against. That's a psyop within a psyop. I hope you followed that. And I hope anybody who follows QAnon followed that. And you really need to do your homework. You really need to look at some of these posts. Okay? Because if you think that Trump is not one of them, you're wrong. They're all in it together. Okay? And our why do you think there's such an urge to go to the moon and Mars? Just too many of us. Why do you think there's going to be a third world war? It's too many of us. The planet's not getting any bigger. We sure are. So I saw this thing about the Saudi oil field today, and I'm like, this is it. This is the Pearl Harbor. This is the Sarajevo assassination. This is it, okay? So World War III was announced with 9/11. It began then. All right? And the events that led up to. And the timetable, I wasn't expecting it to be that. And now, remember, I said Civil War II, look how divided the country is, on purpose. On purpose, the country's divided. These people know what they're doing. Democrats and Republicans are all actors. Okay? They're all actors. All right? The term, the letters D and R went out the window a long time ago. Okay? So it's, and we're slated to have 52 states. Trump is looking into Greenland. Washington, D.C. wants to become the 51st state. Trump is looking to actually take Greenland from Denmark. I think Denmark owns it. I think so. All right. This real estate's his gig. All right. He's King Cyrus. He's ruled Iran before as Persia. He's going to do it again. We are going to defeat Iran. Okay, that's that's the story. That's what's to come. That's what's to come, and we're seeing it now. We're seeing it on the news. And what QAnon does is give very legitimate intelligence information mixed with lies. Okay? So you'll get some of the truth that you know. They'll be like, oh, isn't that terrible? Where they're the very people. It's how would I compare it to? I would compare it to if you ever saw Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, or something like that. The Sith Returns, whatever the fuck it was. Chancellor Palpatine, through visions and manipulation, created Darth Vader. The very situation of Padme dying that Darth Vader wanted to avoid, Palpatine created. Our government is Palpatine. All right? QAnon is Anakin Skywalker. QAnon is Palpatine. All right? Created the very scenario that QAnon, Anakin Skywalker, wants to avoid. Does that make sense? Anyway. Help us all. But it's all ordained. It's all going to happen. It's all going to happen. And this is why you need to know the stuff and study and get well versed. Don't believe the shit you hear. Don't believe the divisions that you see in the country. Don't judge somebody because they like men and they're a man. Don't judge somebody because they're black. Don't judge somebody because I'm going to say it, because they're Muslim. Don't judge somebody because they're a Jew. Okay, because there are good Muslims, there are good Jews, there are good Christians, there are good Satanists, believe it or not, very few, but good. Okay, we're all human. All right? And these people are trying to divide us in order to destroy a lot of us. Don't let them. It's only going to get worse from here. For those of you that have, and I support our troops. I do. I just feel bad. And I know people that are watching have loved ones that are in the military, and they're truly brave, and they do stuff that I could certainly never do. But there is an element of mind control from the U.S. government. And this is no secret. They've been doing this for, Google research Operation Mockingbird. And just all this stuff that this country's been doing for years. And everything is in plain sight. So, what do we do? When you have, I got to tell you, I want to share this. I haven't shared this with anybody. This might be emotional for me. I recently got to know somebody in the military. Very well. Very, very well. Got to know them enough that I could see what the military did to them. This individual, I used to love our military. I wanted to join our military. I walked into a U.S. Navy recruiting office and said, sign me up. I wanted to be a chaplain in the Marine Corps. But in the Marine Corps, you have to do a lot through the Navy because it's a department of the Navy. So I actually wanted to be a chaplain, a priest. Okay, I wanted to be a Catholic chaplain in the United States Marine Corps. So I had to go through the United States Navy. So I went in. And at the time, I was like a self-righteous kid. So I was like, well, I'm gay. I was openly gay. And like, just I'm gay. Like, nope, can't take you. And I have flat feet, so they can't take me anyway in a draft. So, but the fact is, I went in. I went in and I tried. And I was serious about it. Everything for a reason. So, I got to know this person. And in studying their history and in their life, I could see what the government did to this individual. I'm not going to even mention the branch of the military they're in. I'm doing you a favor tonight, buddy. as an outsider looking in, to see what our government is doing to the people that fight for it is unconscionable. It's damnable. Through knowing this person, went from one of the most patriotic people, and I still am, but I just love my God more than my country, and you know who my God is. I don't need to say it again. And to really hating what they did to this person, because they robbed part of his soul that he will never get back. I could just see the control and the methods that I have studied, the psychological mind control methods that I have studied being used on this person who was my friend, and more. Thank you, Tina. How do I switch gears now? Where do I go after that? How do I switch gears to my announcement that may seem totally anticlimactic to this whole thing? But I had to get that out there because you need to know what's coming. They're banking on you staying occupied with your bills. They're banking on you being occupied with your 9-to-5 existence. They're banking on you not believing in ancient mysteries and secret societies. That's the stuff of conspiracy, and they're banking on this stuff. Good news is astrology doesn't lie. And as the saying goes, you won't fool a fly or me. I can see it. I mean, sound arrogant, but I can see it. I can see the gains, have the vision. And, to a degree, if it didn't involve the death of billions of people, I would probably help them. Because these secrets should be kept. Some of these secrets are very powerful. Mystic secrets should be kept from the public. Some of the shit I know how to do at my altar, if you guys knew it, if people worldwide knew this stuff and believed it, think Atlantis. Why did Atlantis fall? It was, Atlantis was very real, by the way. If you believe in Edgar Cayce, the prophet Edgar Cayce, the prophet of the 1800s, great prophet of the 1800s and early 1900s, out of the Association for Research and Enlightenment in Virginia Beach. Google it, Cayce, Cayce. Great book, There Is a River, the story of Edgar Cayce. Great book. Prophet of our time. Talks about Atlantis and why it fell. And the Masons have known this. This has been a Masonic thing for a long time. Dark sorcerers took over. They knew they were well versed. The black magical arts. They were accessing so much stuff. And Atlantis fell. What's our government doing now with CERN and stuff? And all these et cetera, et cetera. So, death and rebirth, generation, regeneration. I don't want to get too far off the beaten path. That having been said, again, how do I switch gears now with this big announcement? It's not even an announcement. Now, before you all sign off and roll your eyes, just let me tell you, I will tell you, it is about, but please listen, because this is important to me and it's huge. It's a service that I'm going to offer you. It has to do with my psychic readings and stuff, and it's a service I'm going to offer, but it's a new service. I've been thinking, kind of toying with this for a while. Okay, excuse me. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Not enough, though, that makes me have to pee and end the video early. Oh, my God. Dunkin' Donuts, French vanilla, with French vanilla cream, sweetened. French toast cream, actually, with a sprinkle of cinnamon to balance the blood sugar. Good for diabetics. Cinnamon naturally balances your blood sugar. Okay. Coffee, sprinkle of cinnamon. Coffee gets the endocrine system going for you type 2 diabetics. It will lower your blood sugar. Add some cinnamon. It will help balance it out. So, the new service that I'm offering, I'm going to call it the only reading you will ever need. We'll get into, as far as price goes, I'm a pricey bitch. But it's because it's my time. What the fuck? I'm not getting any younger, right? I mean, like, okay, and, you know, I want to get some shit done before I croak. I mean, look, I'm fat. I got diabetes. I smoke, all right? I don't have an infinite number of days on this planet. So anyway, I'm going to call it the only... It's based on, there was this astrology book, The Only Astrology Book You'll Ever Need by Joanne Martine Wolfolk. Don't go out and buy it because it sucks. But I'm basing it on the title of that book, which is The Only Astrology Book You'll Ever Need. So the only reading you'll ever need in life. The only reading you'll ever need in life. This reading is done digitally. What I mean digitally is you'll get a Google Doc. It'll be anywhere from 50 to 100 pages. So you're like, 50 to 100 pages? What is that? It's basically a small book, but it's your whole life. It's this life, it's your past lives, it's your destiny in this life. It includes a tarot reading. It includes 33 prophecies. It's all my services rolled into one. A tarot reading, your astrological chart broke down. Let me give you the difference between astrological charts. When you go to some website, you know, people say, well, I can get a chart for free. You can't. Okay, you go to a website, and you put in your date of birth and time and blah blah blah, and it whips up your chart accurately. But then it will tell you, your ascendant is this. This is what a Cancer ascendant is. This is what a Virgo moon is. This is what Mars and Leo is. This is what blah 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 blah. It's all computer generated. It doesn't have the synthesis and talent and skill of a practiced astrologer, and it doesn't take into consideration the other aspects. Okay, so you'll get a computer-generated printout that says, oh, your Saturn is in Capricorn. And this is what Saturn in Capricorn means, but they're not taking into consideration that your Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn, and that's going to fuck shit up for that Saturn in Capricorn. Do you see what I mean? So the computer's just going to spit out generic pre-typed stuff that doesn't even make sense. I look at everything. I look at everything in your chart. And in some cases, and I will ask you this before I even do the service for you, in some cases I can even predict death. To the day. Now, people may really, I'm going to get a lot of shit for that, but it's true. If the practiced astrologer sometimes can even predict death, and certainly the possible cause of death. But remember, you're not a slave to the planets. You can avoid some of this stuff. So you might want to get that reading. If I say, well, look, this is your cause of death. I kept telling this one person, I looked at their comparative charts. He wanted to know about this girl. And I'm like, this is a bad combination. Okay, and remember, astrology are very real magnetic vibratory influences. So if I say something's a bad, when you feel that with somebody, when you feel like, we were talking about this in past lives, like, oh my, I known him. I love him so much. Something about it. Those are very real magnetic vibratory attractions between you. It's the planets, it's astrology, it's science. So I was telling this one person, look, this is a toxic combination. This is like mixing. This is like, you're lighting a candle near brimstone. So if you want to go to a gas station and smoke a cigarette, hang out with this chick. Okay? Because that's about as safe as it is. This relationship, like death is here. You two together. Like death. This chick, you two together, this is a violent death here. Because of these combinations. Um, anyway, so there's the astrology. So it has the astrological chart. It'll have 33 prophecies for your life. It'll have a tarot reading for your life. It'll have your number, your name and birthday, your name lexicograms, all possible lexicograms I can get out of it to tell you things about you, your life, your destiny, your path, your past lives. It will have your numbers, your birth numbers, your name numbers, how to better spell your name for more success in life. It will have lottery numbers. I'm not even shitting you. Lottery numbers that are more fortunate for you to play, colors for you to wear. It will have all this stuff in one 50 to 100 page reading that you'll be looking at it and you'll be like, and I promise you it won't be like 17-point font. It'll be, okay, so it takes up, it'll be like the, regular 12-point font. Unless you want to increase the font size like me, I can't see shit. So without my glasses, I'm very close to my phone right now, which is why I can look at it. So, I'll wait until you hear the price, Michelle. You might not want to be signed up so quickly. So now look at this is such a serious service and it's such a serious reading that it takes me 30 days to complete. I'm giving myself 30 days to do this. Why? Because I'm taking myself completely off radar, off social media, for you, for 30 days, to take my 31 years experience and put you under a microscope. Just you. Refusing all other readings, refusing all of the distractions, save only for my daily prayers and my daily study of my own curriculum that I have, 45 books. Other than that, I'm essentially living for you for a month. I'm picking your life apart for a month, uncovering every secret to your life, refusing all other readings for 30 days. So when people call me for a reading and say, Eric, I just got a quick question, I have to say no. I need a reading today. Okay, great. We can, I'm available starting November 1st. But sorry, this person bought me. Okay, I guess you could call it spiritual prostitution, but at least you're getting something out of it, right? Why would I do this? Because why wouldn't I? It's what I do. If somebody has the money to do it, so the price. Well, you've seen my website anyhow. What would it cost to take me offline for 30 days? And you have to think of this as an investment in yourself. Okay? $5,000. That's what it would take. I already figured it out. To get me off radar, to get me to focus on you for 30 days exclusively, to put my life on hold for 30 days, save only for my prayers, and I'm talking refusing spells, to do spells for people, like everything. I'm focusing solely on you. $5,000. I haven't put this on my website yet, but it came to me as I was waking up. And when shit comes to me when I wake up, when I'm in alpha, I do it because it's not coming from me. So, yeah, but that's it. That was my big. You will never. It will be the only. Now it's not the only reading you'll ever want to get, I'm sure. But it's the only reading you'll ever need. That's for damn sure. It's something that you can go refer to years later. And you'll be like, son of a bitch. This is it. This is what was going to happen. Da-da-da-da. And you'll know it because you'll read shit that's like, oh my God, this is my past. I know this. You'll also get a mediumship reading in there. Automatic handwriting. In this reading. What I channel through. Who's around you? Who do I hear in spirit? Everything I've learned, all my knowledge, laser focused on you for 30 days. If you have $5,000, which to some people is a lot of money, to other people it's not that much. To take me offline for 30 days, to have me focus solely, and to have me actually say no to dear clients. Like, I'm not available until November 1st. And if I get 2 people that want this service, or 3, and people come, I'm like, yeah, we can do something in 2020. I got to make it worth it. So that was my shtick. That was my thing. But it was very important that I announce the other stuff tonight too, because we're heading in for some troubled times. So long as I can, I'll keep doing these videos to watch these world events. And there's this sort of another announcement that came to me very unexpectedly today, since I didn't even plan to announce. Did not even plan to announce this, because it was an unexpected blessing from a dear client. A dear client. Yes, men come to me for readings too. And actually, this person, I have two. I love all my clients. Don't get me wrong. I love you, love you, love you, love you. But I have 2 in particular that are destined for world fame. One is already in that category, but she's going to get much bigger. The other is this man, who's destined for world fame as well, in a different industry. Okay? This is stuff that I've seen consistently for years for these 2 people. They're my 2, and when I say I love all my clients, but when I say my 2 biggest clients, it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with them, like their name, popularity. If I had like, who was your 2 biggest clients, like your 2 most famous, it would be these 2. And this man tells me today, this client of mine, he's doing a YouTube station for me. I'm like, what? He's pulled my videos from Facebook and is creating a YouTube station that he's going to show me tomorrow. It's something I've always wanted to do, but never had the time. But I'm still going to do these videos, but I'll also have YouTube videos too now, I guess. I don't even know what it looks like. I have to see it. This is out of my hands. This is all the work of deity. Okay? So there's a lot going on, and I'll stay with you, as long as I'm alive, unless I'm tied up for 30 days. But as long as I'm alive, I will do these videos. And when the missiles are flying, I'm not even shitting you. If I still have internet accessibility, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I know. When we see news stories and traumatic events, because it's not, guys. This isn't like it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And yeah. So that's it. That's what I had. I'm trying to think if I wanted to add anything else. I haven't even seen the comments. I haven't been able to. I've just randomly, I'll peek down and see a comment here and there because I've just been so involved in the video. So if you've commented or said something to me, I apologize for not quite getting back to you. As again, like I said, usually after these videos, I go to, because I can't do it real time like this, I go to another computer actually, and I actually go through all the comments and look and whatever. So you please do me a favor, share this video. Please share this video. People need to know what's about to happen. America needs to know. This division shit is all a lie. And this division shit is what they're banking on for a second civil war and a third world war that will happen simultaneously. It may sound incredible, but if I told you on September 10th, 2001, that, hey, tomorrow, those 2 towers in New York are going to be gone, you would have laughed at me and ripped me off as mental. I'm telling you now, we're underway. It's begun. World War III. It's here. Civil War II. What will be our I don't know what the fuck what sparked Civil War II? Was there one certain thing that sparked Civil War II? I don't know. But what will be America's, shot heard around the world for our next Civil War, whatever it is? What will be that moment? Because we're getting there. They're doing a great job dividing us. These people that have been in control of the world for some time now. Some are good. Some are good. Some are evil. Well, life reading. I'll add it to my website, but don't wait. If you want one, hit me up, message me, etc. And I'll do my best for you. And take my stuff away out of the world, too. Who wouldn't want to get out of this world? Please, do me a favor. Get me out of this world for 30 days so I can focus on you. Truly. Because when I was a little kid, I'm gonna wrap it up soon because I know I've been on for a while. I just don't want to bore you. When I was a little kid, I always had dreams of planes flying into buildings. Always. And then September 11th happened. Well, I want to thank you for your time. Please share. Please donate. By the way, if you got something out of this, donate. I forgot all about that. Look at that. See? The donation things are at PayPal or Cash App, whatever, whatever, $5, like $1, or whatever, anything, because you keep me going, you keep this stuff going. You really do. You keep it going. And your participation keeps it going. Your comments keep it going, and for those of you that have donated some here and there, and you think maybe you haven't donated enough because it was like $5, thank you. If I have 200 people watching this right now, which has been the average, like to live average has been like about 200. I mean, I'm looking at the number in the corner and it says 23, but they're like, I'll look after and it'll say like 200 something views. I'm like, what the fuck? So I don't know. I can't reconcile that. But anyhow, people are seeing it. So, but if 200 people gave me $1, it's $200. So don't be afraid to donate a little small amount. I'm not going to be like, what a cheap bitch. I'm not going to be like that. All right. So, Sean, you changed your profile picture. I can't even see it, but I'm going to go look for it. I'm going to go look at your profile picture. You finally changed it. Guys, I love you. As much as I can love you without ever having met you, as much as I can love you over Facebook, thank you for participating. And share, donate, questions, comments below. You guys usually set the tone for my next video. I listen to you. The past 2 videos have been topics that you have chosen. All right? I love you all. Have a good night, and I will talk to you soon.